Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to another episode of the Parry, where we don't pull or duck no punches. I am Bomani UFG.
I am the pragmatic Che Black.
Welcome back to another episode of the Parry. Just want to remind everybody to jab that like button, uppercut that subscribe button, and go ahead and lead hook that share button. You know what I mean? Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, at the Parry 101, TikTok, the.parry.101. Oh, I forgot. And the Parry's fundamental to boxing. What's good, Jay Black?
Same fight, different round, man.
Today, well, one of the biggest fights of the year is coming up. We got Demetrius Andrade versus David, the Mexican monster, Benavidez. I'm looking forward to this one, man. It's probably one I like. I didn't see this one. I didn't see this fight happening earlier in the year, man. But to see Demetrius Andrade go over to the PBC side of things, where he could actually get some of the fights that he's been calling for, and he's probably one of the most avoided fighters. I don't know if ducked. Some people may say duck, but I know business gets in the way a lot of times for certain fights happening. Um, and Canelo might have ducked him, but he told him you're a horrible fighter, man. You're horrible. You want payday? You want payday? But Demetrius Andrade finally gets a big fight against David, the Mexican monster, or I forgot the Spanish name that he got over there, but you know who I'm talking about. This is a big fight, bro. This is a super
Well,
huge fight. Go ahead.
yeah. Well, now I guess we're gonna get into that. I figured we might have got into something else before we got into the main story for the night, for the main topic. But
Okay, well, yeah, let's do it. What you got on your mind, bro?
well, I was, a couple of things. What's going on at junior welterweight, super lightweight. So Tank Davis and Bill Haney going back and forth. Well, Tank Davis with the tweet after jumping in responding to the tweet that
That Devin sent to Shakur talking about
yeah, he,
I should have offered you 10%.
yeah, so Tank Davis responds with, "That's what I'm offering you, son," which I thought was a funny tweet. Even the whole adding the son to it. You know what I'm saying? And then Bill Haney made his response. You know what I'm saying? Bill Haney basically, saying that they want the same offer Ryan Garcia got. Which, in all
Well,
honesty, I mean, at this point, possibly, maybe now it's a fight worth the same. But that Ryan Garcia fight did numbers. Will Devin Haney and,
yeah.
and Tank do the same numbers?
Well, here's my thing about Tank, man. Um, I need you to fight somebody, man. Now Ryan Garcia, in comparison to some of the other names out there that he could have got in the ring with him, the Shakur Stevensons, Devin Haney's, even the Teofimo Lopez's. You pick Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is not even a champion yet, and I'm no disrespect to Ryan Garcia, but he's not a champion. So it's like you pick the easiest target, but probably the biggest name, if we're being honest.
You
If
picked
we're
the
using
easiest
social
target
media,
for the most money. It sounds like a Roy Jones Floyd Mayweather move right out of the 90s, 2000s.
if we're
High
using social
reward,
media,
low risk. High reward and
right?
low risk. It's
Well,
business. The fight
they
business, as
said
Floyd Mayweather will remind us.
De La Hoya said Ryan got 30 million out the fight. So if he got 30,
I think he
I'm
capped.
assuming.
I think
I
that's
don't know if
capped.
that's cap, man. Ryan Garcia don't look like he hurting.
Maybe Ryan Garcia's side. Well, I don't know. Maybe Ryan Garcia. I can't see Ryan Garcia personally having, walking away with 30
No, well,
million.
remember he got a cut of the pay per views.
So they put him. If he did,
I
that's
mean, Tank
Devin
got the
Haney's not
lion's
getting that.
share. Tank got the lion's share of it. So this is what I'm saying. If Devin got 30 million, I mean Devin, if Ryan got 30 million, Tank probably got 35, 40, 45, maybe.
These are some heavy paychecks, man. This is a far cry from the 10 million and the 5 million, But but anyway,
What other fight out there gonna get him that payday?
what who that payday? Tank?
Yeah.
At that particular time, no fight.
No, now. Period.
Right now,
Where's
no
that next
fight.
payday? Where's that next payday for him with that type of check?
It was crazy because it could have been with Shakur. If Shakur was sensational in his last fight, if Shakur wasn't breaking the wrong records, you know what I'm saying? Like you have Shakur literally breaking the record for the what is it, the least amount of punches, the punch stat record, the
Right.
CompuBox or whatever, for the least amount of punches thrown in a fight. That's
Well,
that's that that has to make you look at Shakur differently. Not saying he's not special, but when you go in there and you do something that unspecial, I gotta look at you just a little bit different. I gotta ask myself, like, what are you gonna look like when the competition really raises? When the level of your competition is raised and elevated, what are you gonna look like when that happens? It's because you can't keep looking like that. Granted,
well, he
if you can keep winning, that's one thing, but you're not gonna sell tickets. Bernard Hopkins did not sell tickets. Great fighter. Great fighter. Dominated in a lot of his fights that weren't necessarily exciting fights, especially for the casual fan. For the fan who knew what they were seeing and can see the art and the mastery, yes. But even in that, a lot of cases, there was a lot of fights that just, but he kept winning.
right.
Does he
Well,
want to find himself in that position?
well, Shakur's gonna have to get a big fight somewhere down the line, and if you ask him, everybody's ducking him. And I'm not saying he ain't been ducked, because Frank Martin definitely, he pulled a Daffy Duck move. You know what I'm saying?
No, he moonwalked himself right up out of that situation real quick.
Right up out of there, and you know what I'm saying. But what I will say, that performance didn't help Shakur anymore to get to land a big fight. Um, I will say getting in there with Tank Davis. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get away with all of that. He gonna have to. He gonna have to. You're not gonna do that and get the win against Tank.
And I agree, but all right, I was gonna say Styles make fights, and I mean, will Tank be able to push the issue? Will he be able to, will Shakur be able to get him to respect his power? That's what that would boil down to. It seems like in the what was it, the second round or the first round, I believe, or it might have been the second round. It seemed like he caught a left hook. Shakur tasted this guy's power. He tasted De La Santos' power, and after that was done. Didn't want no more.
Right. Pardon the background noise. I don't know if you can hear that, but you know what
Nah,
I'm
I
saying.
heard
I'm
that.
not.
Sound like a sound like a Chinese name ceremony.
Now, but whoa. We not doing.
uh,
This
pardon
is
me.
the Parry. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is the
pardon me.
Parry.
This is the
we
parry.
don't we don't condone those. You know what I mean. Those type of jokes. You know what I'm saying. Over here, brother. You know what I'm saying. We gonna keep it PC, man. We're not doing that. Anyway, yo,
But
you lose my
listen,
train of thought. Yo, you stupid.
also Bob Arum now. The rumor is that Bob Arum. Well, I don't know. I heard this. I gotta go look at the resource. But I'm hearing that Bob Arum talking about getting possibly dropping Shakur for his performance or for low numbers or whatever the case may be, or is questioning his value over at Top Rank.
um, I don't know if he. I think Shakur is either that was his last fight or he has one more fight on his contract with Top Rank. I don't think we'll see if he's have interest in really re-signing him. I think it'd be more up to Shakur if he wants to re-sign. I don't think Bob Arum is gonna go out his way to keep this guy. To be honest with you, you know what I'm
If
saying?
Bob Arum is making statements like getting rid of Shakur, I would leave him. I wouldn't even if Bob Arum is publicly questioning whether he should keep me on his roster for whatever reason. I wouldn't stick around regardless of what. There's no way I would stick because clearly he's showing you he has no interest in really putting anything into you, investing into you. And I guess that was the Puerto Rican side of Shakur that was signing with Bob Arum because he should know better as a black fighter to sign with Bob Arum as far as thinking of how he's where he's going to be at in the food chain or as far as being a priority. Bob Arum has found the Latino market and he has catered to them, and that's been his bread and butter ever since he was doing the Latin Explosion series. So Bob Arum has definitely found something. He's found his niche. For years he's been doing it, and I, as a fighter, I don't see what would make Shakur bypass all the other promoters and opportunities that were coming to him to jump on that particular boat. It just never made sense to me. Not that Bob Arum is not a great promoter. He is. He's one of the best promoters ever. But he had Floyd Mayweather, and I think it was more of a direction that he wanted to go. And then when Floyd Mayweather got with James Prince, I feel like in James Prince, that's another guy who I don't think that he's good for the sport as far as he gets in these boxers' ears, and all of a sudden they turn into rappers, and it just doesn't make no sense to me. So with that being said, um, you know, Bob Arum, um, Shakur Stevenson, Bob Arum had Mayweather. He had Mayweather at a time where he claimed he was trying to build him to be the next Sugar Ray Leonard. And then, like I said, he got with Jay Prince and wanted to be the villain. But whatever the case may be, he always had his De La Hoya. He had his Johnny Tapia at the time before he was flip flopping back with Don King. He had his stable of fighters that he was promoting and that he wasn't concerned about putting that effort into Mayweather like he should have. And that just goes to show you when you when that should have showed Shakur to me where Bob Arum's market is, what he's trying to do.
I think Shakur is, if he wants to get to that next level, he's gonna have to leave Bob Arum, and not just leave Bob Arum. He's gonna have to change his fighting style. Like and not that Floyd was a hell of a defensive fighter, but at the same time he let them hands go, and he wasn't afraid to mix it up with punches at the same time. So but we'll see what the future holds with Shakur. But this ain't a Shakur show. Let's get to
That was just
the
something
king.
I want, that was just something that was, in boxing news right now. And, that's a hot division. It's a hot topic. Bob Arum, Mayweather, Tank, Shakur,
Yo,
that
and no
division.
disrespect to Bob Arum, man, but he over here looking like the Penguin, man. He looking like he about to. That man.
Bob Arum is 97 years old, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. And he's still out here mixing it up, man, promoting. You may need to sit down, man, sooner or later. I think he looking like, you know,
Well, I know he was it Todd DeBoth or whatever he was given supposedly. The matter of fact, I believe he actually handles the day-to-day operation over there. It's not Bob Arum anymore, but I mean, you
Bob
know
Arum
how it
does
is.
all the interviews.
Exactly,
He does
Bob
all the
Arum is
interviews
still,
still, and his face looking like it's breaking away like Kang the Conqueror's and Loki's. You know what I'm saying?
but his voice
Like,
sounds like he gargling glass or something.
yeah, that man. Yeah, it's time for him to hang it up, man. But David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade, big fight coming up this weekend, man. I'm looking forward to it. One of the biggest fights of the year. This year is ending with it's ending off right, man. With a lot of big fights, man. But the undercard, I was looking at the undercard real quick. for this fight where you got Hector Luis Garcia versus Lamont Roach. You got Jamal Charlo versus Jose Benavidez Jr. You got Matthias versus I can't say my man name, man. I just not. I'm bad at. I'm about to wreck homeboy name, but I'm not even gonna try. But the undercard looked pretty good, man. I'm not even gonna hold you. Yeah, so you got an action-packed undercard. Definitely looking forward to the Jamal Charlo versus Jose Benavidez Jr. fight. Jose Benavidez Jr. being the brother of David Benavidez, who's in the main event. Um, let's start with that fight, Jamal Charlo versus Jose Benavidez Jr. Man, how that fight looking to you? What you think about that fight?
Jamal Charlo, after seeing the way his brother got beat up on by Canelo, I'm just like, he has to win. I'm gonna bring pride into this. I'm gonna use tribal pride. You know what I mean? My tribal pride is like, we have to avenge this tribally. Like, our tribe has to defend. You know what I'm saying? For what that tribe did to your brother. But unfortunately, watching that and understanding that these are twins, so they share the same DNA. And what I seen a lot of mutt. I seen a lot of mutt in Jamel in that last fight. And this is his twin brother. So I gotta suspect that you got that same DNA in you. So with that being said, I'm hoping, I'm hoping that I'm wrong. I'm hoping that Jamel was really injured going into the fight with Canelo, and I'm just seeing things, you know, and something happened that we didn't know about. But he hasn't fought in over 2 years. He picked the right Benavidez, but Benavidez is hungry though. You know what I mean? This Benavidez, well, I'm gonna tell like it is. I keep it funky as a junkie toast, bro. You heard? Benavidez, this he got the right Benavidez though, but he's hungry though. And he wants it. I just recently watched Creed 3. Great acting job also by Benavidez. He might have a career in Hollywood depending on how this plays out. However, my heart says Jamal, but my wallet, if I'm a gambling man, is saying, yo, you might win a couple dollars on Benavidez, man.
Well, last time we seen Jamal, he was on Instagram Live and he was eating them, OE crab legs.
He had
You know what I'm
he had the
saying?
old English, the 8 ball, old English 800 malt liquor crab
he was
legs.
he had the crab legs, you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
soaked in OE, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying, malt liquor. You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
man.
He didn't look in the best mental shape at the time. And I ain't making fun of his mental health issues. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, not at all. We take that serious over here at the
I'm
Parry.
right, absolutely, absolutely, man. Please go, deal with your mental health for those who
But
struggling with it.
he
But
was on there laughing and clowning, so why we can't be laughing and clowning. He was on the live with the malt liquor crab legs. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That wasn't old bay, that was OE. You heard? You know what I mean?
he had the ribs, you know what I'm saying, soaked in that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Soaked in that them tequila soaked, you know what I'm saying, barbecue ribs or something, man.
That was
He
that
ain't
was
look
that
like he was
bourbon. That was that bourbon
yeah, the
sauce.
bourbon.
He had the bourbon sauce. You know what I mean? With the malt
Some of
liquor
that
crab legs. So
that smoked whiskey barbecue.
yes,
Yeah,
sir.
so he didn't
He
look
didn't
like
look
he
like
was in the
somebody.
best
He didn't
shape.
look like somebody training for a championship fight. You know what I mean? I don't know where
I,
Roy Jones was at that particular time, and what I want to hear what Roy Jones has to say. This is his guy now.
well, here's my thing about Jamal, man, and I think Jamal should win this fight. Last time I remember seeing Benavidez is he was getting KO'd in the 12th round by a vicious uppercut from the best pound for pound fighter in the world in
Exactly,
Terrence Crawford.
exactly. Look who did it.
But my thing is, if now again, I'm picking Jamal to win this fight. But if Jamal loses this fight, this would probably be one of the worst years of any professional athlete, bro. Like, okay, you had you dealing with your mental health situation, and I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, you was out the ring for like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? You still held on to your strap. You get in the ring against the older brother who's not the better fighter of the two, and lose after going on Instagram Live with the OE crab legs, and right after getting slapped by Caleb Plant in front of the world.
Man, listen. I
And I
hope
don't
his
mean no
mother.
disrespect to
I hope
Jamal,
his
man. Shout out to
mother.
Jamal Charlo.
I hope his mother wasn't around to see that. You understand what I'm saying? This is a bad year. This is a bad year. That's all
To
I'm
say the
gonna say,
least.
man.
And you
This is a
watch your
bad year.
brother get
And
the
I'm gonna be honest with you. My prediction is it's gonna be a worse year. The Texas boys, I predict 0-3. I predict it's just a bad year for them. That whole team is it's you know their ass is about to be up out of here as a collective. You know, understand what I'm saying? Like they just my prediction is that it's gonna be a 0-3 year for the Texas boys.
shout out to
Personally,
Texas. You know what I'm
shout out
saying?
to
Houston is
Texas, but them boys that transplanted over there and that was repping y'all, they 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 didn't bring it back. They not gonna bring it back no more glory for y'all. It's over for that.
let me just state for the record for my Texas viewers, you know what I'm saying? Houston is one of my favorite cities in America. You know what I'm saying? It's up there like top two, three. Like I love every bit of Houston when I was out there. You know what I'm saying? Been out there about 2, 3 times. Love Houston. Dallas, shout out to my Dallas, and Fort Worth peoples, man. But
I like Dallas better, but
yes.
go ahead. I like Dallas better.
Nah, nah, I'm going with Houston. But anyway,
I'm
that's neither
going
here
with
nor
Dallas,
there.
man. Houston too muggy, man. I can't breathe down there.
Houston by the water, and it's a lot
I
to look
can't.
at in Houston, man. I don't know about Dallas, but it's a lot to look at in Houston.
Oh man, we talking about a lot to look at, man. I don't. It's
Like I
out
said,
there.
it's a lot to look. It's a lot to look at in Houston. I don't know about Fort Worth, Dallas. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to my folks in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? But Jose Benavidez Jr. He got the bad leg. You know what I'm saying? Well, he had a bad leg. You know what I mean? Did the Creed movie. He feeling himself. His brother's one of the best fighters in the world. They both in camp together. He may be coming. He
They
should
come
come in
from a
there
fighting
sharp.
family. They come from a
Yeah,
fighting family. They almost
he should
remind
be
me of the
sharp.
Garcias,
Where's Garcia's? The
Roberto and
Roberto
Mikey.
Garcia. Okay,
You're gonna say
all right.
Roberto because Robert was the trainer. Roberto was
Mm-hmm.
the fighter. When he was fighting, he was Roberto.
Means fight
I
his
don't
Roberto, right?
I don't know Robert. I'm as a fighter. I know Roberto, Roberto Grandpa Garcia.
Robert get his
No,
props as a
Robert's a
trainer.
good trainer. I'm saying I don't know Robert as a fighter. I know Roberto.
Yeah,
You know,
no doubt,
here's
no
this
doubt, no
Gary
doubt.
guy. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know Roberto. I mean, as a trainer, I don't. This Gary guy you keep talking about. Who's this Gary guy? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, but yeah, I think that fight should be entertaining. But I'm
Mhm.
predicting Jamal Charlo. Like I'm going for the knockout. I'm saying Jamal knocks him out.
Jamal in the knockout. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna say I was wrong in my last prediction with the knockout prediction, but I was right with the victory. I feel like I'm gonna end this year batting 1,000. I'm gonna just call it right now. Uh, them Texas boys is going 0-3. I'm
Oh
I don't
no.
think it's gonna be a knockout. I think it's gonna be a decision. I feel like them 2 years off. I think that Benavidez is a little bit more hungrier. He wants it more. He has a better. I feel like the surrounding that he has, the support system that's been around him, is more focused on fighting and more focused on seeing him win. I just have to call it like it is in that aspect. And I want to go with my
Hold up.
tribe, but he's part of the tribe that we don't really rock with anyway. To keep it 100 with you. But shout
Hold
out
up.
to
Hold up.
Jamal. Shout out to Jamal, man.
And the
I'm
OE
trying to be
crab
mine.
legs.
And the OE
Hold up.
crab legs.
So hold up. So you saying
Yes, I'm
Jose
calling it now.
Benavidez Jr. is gonna beat?
Upset. It's gonna be an upset. I'm calling it now. Listen, I am the boxing mecca. Listen to my knowledge. I'm telling you right now. You understand what I'm saying? This is going to be an upset. Benavidez is going to upset Jamal after seeing what his twin. Remember Zotan? What was it? Zotan and what was it?
You talking about
What was
G.I.
their name?
Joe
Yeah, what was their
and
name?
G.I. Joe? Tomax and
Tomax
Zaymot?
and Zaymont. Tomax. Remember when Tomax would fall, but Zaymax would feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like he.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel with this fight. You understand what I'm saying? This is he's gonna go in there and it's gonna look like the Canelo ass whooping. It's not gonna look like the Canelo ass whooping because he's not gonna whoop his ass as bad. But it's going to be an upset. I think he's gonna outwork him. I think Benavidez speed and movement is
Speed?
going to be too much.
You said speed?
I don't think yes, speed. I'm not saying he's faster. What I'm saying is that he's gonna come out there and he's gonna punch. And he's gonna throw his dogs. I'm telling you now. Mock my words.
You
And
might be the only.
after this prediction, I'm no longer the pragmatic. I am the boxing mecca.
I'm gonna get ahead. I think I can't say this for certain, but I think it's safe enough for me to go on the record and be like, you probably the only person in black boxing YouTube
Because
right
black
now
boxing YouTube gets delirious sometimes. And it's
to
okay because
pick
I'm delirious with y'all sometimes.
Jose Benavidez over Jamal Charlo.
Well,
I think
if you paid attention to the Moat Liquor crab legs, then you understand what I'm saying. I mean, there's a lot of factors I'm bringing into this. It's not solely based on the fact that uh he's the better fighter. I think I think both the Charlos in shape, focused, with their mind right, are some bad brothers right there. They may have been one of the best boxing brothers in boxing history, possibly talent wise, from what I've seen. But discipline wise, attitude wise, there's a lot of dog in them, and it ain't the right type of dog. It's German
well,
Shepherd, Chihuahua, and Shih Tzu.
whoa. German Shepherds. I love German Shepherds. Don't
You
do
didn't
that.
hear the mix I just said, homeboy?
Oh, you said mix. Oh, you mixing them. All right, go ahead. My
I
fault. Go
said
ahead. Finish.
German Shepherd, Chihuahua, and a damn hot dog. You know what I'm saying?
If I ever see a German Shepherd getting busy with a Chihuahua, you saw the video, right? With the pit bull, with the big dog about to get busy on a little Chihuahua. Somebody yelled out the window, "Yo, that's rape!" You ain't see that video?
Nah, I ain't see that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. I better not ever see a Chihuahua. You know what I'm saying? And a German Shepherd.
Regardless.
That's crazy.
Regardless,
But
though, like I
nonetheless,
said, he's a mixed breed. At least he looked like one. He came off looking like one. I think personally, talent wise, skill wise, from them brothers. I seen something that I thought, like I said, they could have been bigger than the Spinks brothers. They could have been bigger than the damn Klitschko brothers, possibly. You understand what I'm saying? And they was twins. So you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Okay. I guess you know what. I'm gonna go ahead and just chalk it up to the OE crab legs as to why you picking Jose Benavidez Jr. over Jamal Charlo because of you. That's
I didn't
crazy.
just give
If
you
you
my explanation. I
no,
didn't,
you did, you
and it
did,
wasn't
you
legit.
did, you did.
And it
No,
doesn't.
no,
It's
no.
not practical. I'm the pragmatic. It was my
I
explanation,
can't,
not practical.
I,
So when
I
the
can't
upset
say,
happens, this is
I
why.
can't, I can't say that it's practical because you didn't say, well, I think
It's,
Benavidez got superior footwork and his
I
work
don't think
rate.
he
This,
has.
that.
I don't think
He
he
don't have
has
superior
superior
anything over
footwork.
Jamal.
I don't think he has superior boxing skills. I don't think he has a superior IQ. But what I think he has is superior discipline habits, and I think that right
Hmm.
there means a lot. And I think he can possibly end up having superior endurance in that. I've seen
Now,
fighters who weren't the better
hold
fighter,
on,
but they was able to out endure the better fighter. It can
hold
happen.
on, hold on, hold on. You said superior discipline.
Habits,
Now,
yes.
now, I don't want to. You can't. They say birds of a feather. You know what I'm saying? The younger Benavidez got stripped of his title for that Peruvian flake, for that Guadalajara. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look. I can't put that against Jose. But I can't say we know what his habits is like outside the ring, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real, man. You know what I'm saying? The younger brother, they might both, one might have just got caught for, you know what I mean, dealing with that Guadalajara, that Sinaloa. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Listen, we're talking about, and we're talking about twins, and then we're talking about another set of brothers. You know, the Benavidez brothers are both going to be on this card. So you got to understand the what this means. You understand? His father is going to be watching in the building. You understand what I'm saying? His mother is going to be watching in that fight. You understand what I'm saying? His parents are going to be there looking at this fight live to see their sons. You know, there's inspiration for him to win. The temperature is just right. Like you have to look at all the circumstances and the factors. And when you just look at who's the better boxer, there's so many other things you're forgetting. You know how many boxers beat Zab that he was the better boxer? You know, uh, Evander Holyfield beat a lot of fighters that he wasn't the better boxer then or the better fighter then. So when we start talking about who's the better boxer, yes, this means a lot when you also can match that with discipline.
I do know that, them OE crab legs will catch up with you. But,
I mean, if you
Jamal,
can't even hide that on a live, you can't even like you don't even have the oomph, the or the restraint. You don't even have the restraint to not be able to at least show that. You can't even not expose it. See, I'm looking at all of these things and I'm saying 2 years, you've been going this long, you're fighting for a Mexican title. Let's be honest, the WBC is a Mexican title. You're fighting a Mexican. I don't care about your relationship with Suleiman. It means nothing. It's still a Mexican title. You understand what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to knock this boy out to get a victory or win in that convincing of a fashion. It just has to happen like that. And I don't see
yo,
him being able to do this with 2 years off eating them damn malt liquor crab legs.
I'm in total. Listen, I think Jamal Charlo. I think Jamal Charlo could enter the ring. You know what I'm saying? Full off them OE crab legs and still
Of
beat the
course.
Earth, Wind, and Fire out of Jose
Mike
Benavidez
Tyson
again.
thought the same thing when he went in to fight Buster Douglas, who got knocked out by Bone Crusher Smith. You understand what I'm saying? He smacked the shit out of Bone Crusher Smith, but here Bone Crusher Smith knocked out Buster Douglas. Do you think Tyson thought anything less than what you said? Tyson had that. He had that battered chicken. He had that battered fried Bobby Brown up in there before he went. You understand what I'm saying? You got to look at what's going on. Let's be real. We know the sport, bruh.
he had that. He had the
Yeah.
Bobby Brown recipe, huh?
Yeah,
Not the Colonel.
yeah.
He had he had the Bobby Brown recipe.
This
He
is
said
not
that
something
best
that
chicken.
we think that we can do this, but we can't. We can't carry on like this and you know.
Oh man, he had that Bobby Brown chicken.
Yeah.
Oh
Man,
man,
it's his prerogative, but I'm saying, you know, be
yo,
mindful. He was with Bobby
yeah.
Brown in Tokyo the night before the fight,
But speaking of
partying.
Bobby Brown chicken, that's all I'm saying. Like the family that's in question here, the Benavidez you know what I'm saying? They known for messing around with that. You know what I'm saying?
But they can do that. They're Mexican, man. Let's just be honest, yo. It's a different culture, B.
My name is Bobby and not Uncle
It's
Sam.
culture
Listen,
means you have to understand culture. Everybody can't do the same thing. You can't dance to every song. Some people can dance to certain songs that you ain't gonna. You might have all the rhythm in the world, but you're not going up there, you know, doing the merengue to some bachata.
look. well, you saying all right? So your official pick is you picking Jose Benavidez Jr. to beat my man O.E. Crab Legs, aka Jamal Charlo.
My official pick, you heard it here first. Upset.
Man,
Benavidez. 12 round. Split decision.
I will say, man, this is the first time you actually shocked me. Like I'm shocked. This is your pick. This is really who you picking? I would say how much you willing to put on that, man, but we live on the air.
Joselito.
Man, you really okay? All right, fair enough.
Joselito.
So this might be the first time we split on the pick.
Comprende? Joselito.
Is this the first time we split on the
Absolutely.
pick?
The Parry usually makes a pick, and that's the Parry pick. I'll allow the Parry to continue. The Parry pick is Charlo because the Parry goes with the tribe. But
But
the
Che Black,
pragmatic,
aka
the
the
pragmatic Che
pragmatic,
Black, pragmatic says discipline. I'm telling you,
as
upset,
long as
upset.
he's not on that
Put your money
Sinaloa.
on, put your money on Jose Lito, and you're gonna get money because it's gonna be an upset.
As long as your boy is not on that Sinaloa. Because if he like his brother, you know what I'm saying? O.E. Crab Legs is one thing, but that Bobby Brown battered chicken, that's a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, you ever see Crash? What was that? Not Crash. What was the movie with Denzel where he flew the plane? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I forgot the name of it. I know what you're
Pilot
talking
or
about.
flight, whatever it
What was
was.
flight? Yeah, whatever it was
Some,
called. I know what
some,
you're talking about.
some. What? When he was drunk, what woke his ass up? Come on now. This is not. You can't. We can't. We got to call it what it is. You know what I
That's
mean?
Sinaloa. All right, so all right, cool. So I guess the Shay's official, the pragmatics pick is
Yeah,
Jose
it's not
Benavidez
changing.
by upset.
It's not changing.
I'm picking Jamal Charlo. Not only am I picking Jamal Charlo, I'm picking Jamal Charlo by knockout.
Mm.
Picking him by knockout. Somewhere. Oh, flight. Thank you, sis.
I said it though,
Movie's
but
called
yeah, I
Flight.
said that
Yeah, yeah,
flight.
yeah, yeah. Just wanted to confirm. We got to confirm Flight. All right,
It
so
was flight though. It was. I said crash. That movie was
he said,
trash. But go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, nah, credit. That movie was, yeah. We ain't doing that though. We ain't doing the movie
Nah,
like
I
that.
know.
But
Nah,
yeah,
I
that
know.
was
Go ahead.
trash.
Continue. Continue what you
Yeah,
said.
so I'm picking Jamal Charlo by knockout. I'm gonna say somewhere around the 6th, 7th round. He's putting homeboy to bed. Maybe sooner. Maybe sooner.
No way,
Yeah,
Jose.
homeboy. You
No
got a
way, Jose
Mexican.
Lito. No
You got a
way, Jose
Mexican with a
Lito.
bum leg. He don't. First of all, he already slower than molasses with his feet. That's one. You know what I'm saying? No
He's
disrespect.
Mexican.
Nah, no disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
That's how they train. I'm talking about that's their
To my chicken.
styles of fighting. The
Yeah,
Mexicans
flat
fight like
footed.
that,
Yeah,
man.
he don't really got no
They
bounce.
flat foot. Probably
Plus
look at
he
Canelo. Look at
plus he got
Chavez.
he still got the bum leg. I know he got shot and all that. You know what I'm saying? So
There you go, warrior, warrior,
nah,
warrior,
he definitely got the warrior blood in him. He
warrior,
coming to fight. He's coming to
warrior.
fight.
That's an
That's for sure.
Aztec right there. That's an Aztec warrior right there. I don't know
But I
what tribe
believe
this other guy's from, man. He from them
I
tribe. He from the
believe I
tribe
believe
that sold us out. You know what I mean?
I believe I believe my man Jamal Charlo is coming in
Nah,
there
shout
to
out to
win.
Jamal.
And Jamal, full off them OE crab legs, he's putting homeboy. He's shutting his power off, turning off the lights. That's it. 7th, 8th round, done. Up out of here. No later than that.
7th, 8th round.
No later. He's up out of here. Night night. You know what I'm saying? He's going to the big mariachi band in the sky, fam. That's it. Done. You know what I'm saying? And
Well,
he's
we'll
going
see
back to Red
who's right.
Lobster for them OE crab legs.
We will be back here to see who's right. And I'm like I said, listen, I'm gonna tell you like it is. When this prediction comes true, because this is definitely not. That's why it's called an upset. It's not. It's called an upset because it's going to upset people because it's not what's expected. What's expected is what you're saying. What you're saying is going to happen. But when this happens, like I said, no longer pragmatic. Boxing Mecca. That's my new name, Boxing
Listen,
Mecca.
all right. So this is
The
what this is
Rasulullah
what
of boxing. You're gonna call me the Rasul. You heard me? The
stuff a lot.
Rasulullah of boxing. Shout out to
Yo.
Aki TV. And what's that other? I
Yo,
don't even. Yeah, come. Yeah,
yo, listen, man. Assalamu alaikum to all my Muslims out there, man. We not doing that anyway.
I ain't got
You
nothing
know,
to do with that. I'm talking about Aki TV specifically. I ain't talking about no
listen, man.
religion.
Shout out Aki TV.
I'm
Shout
talking
out
about
Dante's
Aki
Boxing
TV.
Nation.
Hold on, I think I got something on my camera lens. But yeah, I'm talking about Aki TV.
I watch Aki TV, man. Come on.
You watch Aki TV?
Listen, man. I watch the Aki. He says it how he Aki. Aki TV.
Aki TV. Shout out to Aki TV. But
No
y'all
disrespect. We not.
no, his days is over though. It's the Parry time.
Shout out New Media. Shout out, you know what I'm saying, Dante's Boxing Nation, Aki TV. You know what I'm saying, and all the. Listen, man. Look,
Yo, Blue Blood, that's my man. I don't know these other
Blue
jokers.
Blood, man.
I don't know these other
Shout out
jokers.
Blue Blood. Blue Blood is probably my favorite, man.
Who's
you know
these?
what I'm
Who's
saying?
this Gary guy he keeps talking about, man? Who's this
Who?
Gary guy? Who's this Gary guy you keep mentioning? Shout out to Blue Bloods. I don't know nobody else.
Shout out to everybody that's in the building with us, man. This is the Parry. We don't pull or duck no punches. You know what I'm saying? The Parry's fundamental to boxing. Jab that like button, uppercut that subscribe button, lead hook that share button, and drop a comment in the comment section for your brothers.
Shout out to Flaky
you know
Fannin. Flaky Fannin for 9.
This is gonna be one of them shows, man. We not doing
Shout out to Flaky for 9.
I'm not doing that, man. Shout out to Fanon International, man. Definitely enjoyed this channel for some time. Not really, that much of a fan nowadays, but I can't say like I never watched the man's show, man. Fanon is, you know what I'm saying? Fanon been doing. He's an OG, man. I respect Fanon, man, and his opinion, but I rock with Blue Blood. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Blue Blood. Shout out Barbershop Conversations. And of course, man, shout out the Boxing Voice, man. Those are the people.
I'm about to mute his mic.
What?
I'm about to mute this mic. Go ahead, though. Continue.
Listen, man, you got your channels you like to watch. I got mine. And shout out Achi.
I don't watch nobody. You know I watch the Parry.
Dante's Boxing Nation. Look, I'm showing love. I'm always gonna show love. Listen, we are the Parry. And the Parry is fundamental to boxing. Listen, man, we straying from the topic. Here we go. Now let's get to the main event, man.
The main event. You're right. We ain't even touched the main event yet. We gotta get to this main event. You're right. Because you was in awe of my pick. But go ahead. Benavidez.
David
my
Benavidez
pick was such a shock.
Versus El Bandera Roja. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got it right now. El Bandera Roja, the red flag.
Yes, sir.
David Benavidez, a.k.a. the Mexican Monster, going up against Demetrius Boo-Boo. Andrade.
Shout out
Boo-Boo.
Shout out to Boo-Boo.
Shout out. Been one of my favorite. Listen, both these guys are two of my favorite fighters. Look, outside of the pound for pound list would be different from your favorite fighter list per se. And David Benavidez, Demetrius Andrade. These are two of my favorite fighters. They're in my top 5, both of them. No. Yeah. David Benavidez is definitely, as far as favorite. I'm not saying pound for pound. I'm saying like on my personal favorite list. They're in and around my top 5, both of these guys. In and around, maybe just outside the top 5, but they some guys that I really, really like. David Benavidez is a beast. When I saw him hit Porky Medina with like an 80 punch combination to finish the fight, I was a fan. I mean, I liked him before then, but when I saw him hit my man, you know what I'm saying, with like 80 punches in like 3 seconds, boop, 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 and put my man to bed 90 I became a big fan of David Benavidez. I've been a big fan of Demetrius Andrade. I'm talking about since he came out the amateurs, man, the Olympics. This guy's been a problem. Little unorthodox, but his style works for him, man. This is a very interesting matchup. Both undefeated, both ducked by Canelo. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, he
Cinnamon
ducked
been
him.
ducking.
He ducked
Cinnamon
him. He
been
ducked him.
ducking both these. You're a horrible fighter, man. Get the fuck out of here. You
Yeah,
want payday? Yeah. You want payday? I know. Canelo said to Demetrius, man. Look,
absolutely.
Demetrius Andrade, the Charlos wouldn't fight him. Let's just keep it a beam. The
Charlos
Charlos
wouldn't fight him.
Boo boo. How this fight play out, man? Talk to me.
Oh man, I want to call this the night of the upset. I so want to call this the night of the upset. However, this may be the night of the Mexican brothers. This may be a you know, El Mariachi Desperado, you know what I'm saying, 1-2 punch we may be seeing. You understand what I'm saying? We may be
it's a La
seeing
Bamba night going on over here.
we may be seeing El Mariachi and Desperado back to back. And I believe most likely that's what's gonna happen. I want to see. I'm gonna go with. The Parry is gonna go with Boo Boo. You understand what I'm saying?
Whoa, hold on, whoa.
All right.
Well, I guess look, I guess in the sake that we typically tend
tribally,
we typically go with home team, but hold up.
Tribally. I'm all right. So tribally, I'm with Boo Boo, but
I'm rooting for Boo Boo.
As far as prediction goes, or what I really think is gonna happen, and how I really think is gonna play out, I think this is gonna be the night of the Mexican brothers.
Look, man, I got 2 fights coming up back to back with literally both fighters I'm a fan of. And I almost hate when this happens. I like to root for one guy over the other. I like to like one guy, pause, over the other. You know what I'm saying? But of course, naturally, I'm going with the home team. Like I always, you gotta go.
I love fights like that. I love fights like that where it doesn't matter to me who wins. That's how I be looking at it.
No, it does matter.
See, then you really don't like them the same. Then it's
no. What I'm saying is, I almost wish. I mean, this is when you got 2 fighters that you like, and they're both like elite fighters, and they're especially when they both undefeated, and getting into the ring, you don't know who to root for. You almost wish they wasn't fighting.
I just
but it has to happen.
A good fight at that point. At that point, I just root for it to be a good fight. I don't root for nobody at that point. Whoever's winning, I see when I watch fights like that, because when I watch fights where I like both of these guys to the point where it's just like, man, I don't want to see neither one of them lose. I just root for whoever's winning. Yeah, I mean, whoever's looking good. I'm just gonna be honest, yo.
I'm a big fan of David Benavidez, man. I really like this guy as a fighter, but I also am a big fan of Demetrius Andrade. But when you you compare both resumes. Well, Demetrius, I believe, is a 2 division at this point, 2 division world champion. He's moving up to 168. Benavidez, I believe, is a 2-time world champion. He's holding on to that WBC belt, but I think, the Canelo is the undisputed champ at that division. So I think he has an interim title, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Look, if it was Canelo versus Benavidez, I'm going Benavidez all day.
Benavidez.
Like, as far as who I'm rooting for. Right. And this fight is like, man, I gotta go with home team though. Like I kind of gotta slightly not slightly, but because of my racial pride, I'm sorry. I gotta kind of go for gotta go for Boo Boo. However, it's like, damn, you fighting a guy that I'm really a fan of. Now, that aside, that aside,
Mm-hmm.
my heart says, Demetrius Andrade pulls out the upset for this fight and he wins. My boxing mind says David Benavidez wins this fight. So who
All
am I
right.
picking? So who am I picking? Hold on. So who am I picking to win this fight?
Sounds like Benavidez, but I'm gonna say this. It sounds like my saying, because this is how I feel. Don't be surprised if Andrade does pull it off. It wouldn't be a big shock
Listen,
to see Andrade
it
pull
would
it off.
it's not far. It's not like a
Like,
stretch of their
all right,
imagination for
I'm
him
gonna
to
say
win this
this.
fight.
I'm rooting, like, I like both of the fighters too, but I'm rooting for Andrade. Like, I want to see Andrade win more than I want to see Benavidez win. I want to see the story because and the bounce back for Benavidez ain't that, like, as if he's a real champion, he'll come back from that.
See
See,
what
Mayweather
makes
got
this fight.
everybody thinking you can't come back from a loss. Shout out to my
What
cousin
makes
Young Omar too, man. He be holding me down. But go ahead, let's go.
what makes this fight tough for me because it's like you would assume the winner of this fight gets a fight with Canelo.
Hmm.
Now, if Demetrius Andrade wins this fight, depending on how he looks in this fight and how he wins,
Hmm.
I don't think Canelo's fighting him, especially based off what he said to him at that press conference, at that post fight press conference. You a horrible fighter. He don't want no parts of Demetrius Andrade. He can't deal with slick boxers, southpaw, got some pop, good footwork, slick. It's just not a good matchup for Canelo. Now, David Benavidez. Canelo is kind of on his way out. I ain't gonna say kind of, but like he got more days behind him than he got in front of him in that ring. He done made tons and tons of money.
Right.
If he's gonna fight either one of the two, he's gonna pass the torch more or less. If all right, if I'm gonna get in there and have to, the fans are calling for this fight, there's only so much I could duck either one of these guys. If I'm gonna get
Hmm.
in the ring with either one of them, who's it gonna be? It's gonna be
Hmm.
David Benavidez. He's gonna pass the torch to one of his own before he gets in there with Demetrius. And it's like
Right.
I want to, as a boxing fan, I want to see one of these guys in the ring with Canelo. I think Demetrius, win or lose, particularly if he wins, he doesn't. He's Canelo's not fighting him, man. Canelo was going to continue to duck him. He's not fighting him. Now, if
Well,
David
Canelo was
Benavidez
at the
wins,
end of his career.
he's not fighting David. He's not fighting Demetrius Andrade, bro. He's not passing the torch to no brother, because either way he go, like either he runs smack dead into a truck or smack dead into a bus.
He
Pick your poison. It don't matter,
he goes where the money is. It has nothing to do with passing no damn torch. You put the biggest check he goes for. He's a
bro.
businessman. He
No, no,
learned
no.
from Mayweather a couple of things.
We know the bigger
That
fight as
bad.
far as monetarily wise. The bigger fight monetarily wise is with David Benavidez. That's clear. The
But
Mexican
things change.
demographic. No,
Fights
listen,
can
listen.
change that.
No, listen, bro.
As of right now, yes.
Demographics already prove. You got two Mexicans at the pinnacle. That's going to make a lot of money
Yes, it
because
is.
not only every Mexican gonna watch that fight, us brothers that in the boxing, we watching that fight. It's a big fight. I've been wanting to see that fight. So the thing is, the money's going to be in a David Benavidez fight between the two.
The
However,
highest
if
grossing fight didn't even have a Mexican in it.
no,
Remember
I get that. But Floyd Mayweather,
that.
the who was the powerful who was the pay per view king before Floyd Mayweather?
Tyson.
It was a no, Oscar De La Hoya.
No, it's Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson is, I mean, yes, and that I know what you mean, but
T-
after Mike was
Mayweather
De La
broke
Hoya,
Tyson record, not De La Hoya.
but De La Hoya was the man in the sport. He was the draw.
Okay. Oh, who's the pay per view king? Yes. Okay. Yes. De La
I
Hoya
don't
was
mean like
pay-per-view.
who's the all time. I'm saying like
I
at the
thought you meant like
in
who
their
was.
era.
I thought you meant
Nah,
like
nah,
who had the biggest numbers ever before that.
nah,
That's what I
nah, nah,
thought
nah,
you meant.
nah. I'm
Nah,
talking
you
about who
good.
was
I
the
got you. I
draw
got
in
you.
the
Nah, you
sport.
right.
Yeah,
De La Hoya was the
right,
pay-per-view king. He had to actually beat the pay-per-view king to assume that position in a sense.
right. All I'm saying is uh, that fight between David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez is huge. A fight between Demetrius Andrade and Canelo Alvarez is also huge, but not as huge.
You're right, but if he goes out there and knocks out Benavidez, right? Now you
Right?
got a bunch of Mexicans now
That's a
that are
stretch.
sick. Wait,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to give you a scenario. You have a
Mm.
Mexican fan base now that is completely dedicated to seeing any Mexican beat this guy. That's still a huge fight. I mean, you have to put it in perspective.
But Canelo always gonna be is always going to. But I mean, my point is clearly the David Benavidez Canelo fight. Let me not say clearly. I'm of the opinion. Excuse me. That Canelo Alvarez, David Benavidez is a way bigger fight. Everybody in Mexico is watching that. Everybody in South LA,
I
all of
agree
LA
as of
is
right
watching.
now. I agree as of right now, but Benavidez getting knocked out changes that factor.
Possibly, possibly. But my point, my
It
overall
changes
point
that
is,
factor. As of right now, though, yes.
Canelo more than likely is not fighting Demetrius Andrade under no circumstances.
Maybe
But
not.
he may give because he look honestly, I think he's been ducking him because he
I
know he
wasn't
can't
saying
beat
in
him.
no circumstances. Like I'm saying, it's all about a check. You can't
Well,
deny the
I think
money talks.
Demetrius Andrade would have to agree to a contract that will probably be so egregious that we'll be looking at him like he's crazy for even accepting it to fight Canelo. But he's probably just sick enough to do it. David Benavidez, however, beating a fighter like Demetrius Andrade puts you on a level where it's
Now
like, okay,
that now if
Canelo,
you're saying that that would be a bigger yes, if he beats Boo Boo, knocks him out. If he knocks him out and looks like that dude, yes, that's a bigger fight than if Andre knocks him out.
and that's my point. And that's why when if Benavidez wins the fight, I see Canelo saying, okay, everybody, all of Mexico was calling for this fight. Did you see the Showtime? I forgot what they call that
Yeah,
shit.
they all saying that they going with Benavidez.
You
They
saw
said
Marquez, my
Mexico.
man. You saw my man Marquez. That's my guy.
Yeah, all of
He
them.
was on there like,
Nah,
yo,
man.
we with you. We with you. We want you to fight Canelo. We with you.
Yeah, Marquez. Yeah,
And
Tim
but I think
Bradley.
Barrera too.
Shout out to Tim Bradley, Floyd Mayweather.
Desert Storm.
Talk about some Marquez, your guy. Go ahead.
Marquez is my guy, man.
Yeah, big.
Marquez, I've been a listen, man. Shout out Floyd Mayweather, but
Shout out Floyd.
I, I look. As much as Marquez is my guy, Floyd. If
Yeah.
anybody that
I
knows me
remember
know
when
Floyd is
Marquez
my
was
guy.
on Telefuturo, when he was fighting on Telefuturo, Boxeo. Boxeo. You know what I
Boxeo,
mean?
you know,
Boxeo. I used to watch that joint. He used to have the
saying,
pump. He used to come out with the
listen,
Elvis
man.
Presley pump. I said, I remember him back when he had the Elvis Presley pump. We talking 99, 98. He used to come out
Legendary
there. That's when he
profiles
was
from the
at.
Parry Marquez coming soon.
He was actually
plugging my series.
he was
Pause.
he was actually knocking people out back then. I used to watch him
Marquez
come out
was
there.
a
The Prince was ducked.
problem.
The Prince
He ducked him for two
shamelessly
years.
ducked Juan Manuel Marquez.
For 2 years, he ducked him.
Juan Manuel Marquez is probably he's in the top 5 greatest Mexican boxers, possibly even in number 3, as high as number 3.
If you won't at least have him in your top three, I'm gonna tell you like Roger Mayweather used to say, "Rest in peace." You don't know shit about boxing.
If I don't have,
I'm
if I don't have him, so if I have him in my top 5, you bugging.
listen, man. Marquez, Listen, man, don't get me started, man. I ain't want to listen. We're not here to talk about Marquez
I
and
know
none of
we're
that,
not,
but
but
that's my guy.
there's so many
That's my
Mexican
guy.
greats that you're putting him in front of now, and it's like, okay, I'll save
Listen,
that for
man.
a whole nother time. I'm gonna save
Yo,
that one. I'm gonna save that one,
we
but
could yo,
this,
listen, man. We could do a top five greatest Mexican. We could have a debate on it. Top five greatest Mexican fighters of all time. We could do that
I'm just saying, it ain't,
because we not
Marquez is like
casuals.
3. Marquez is like maybe
Like,
3.
what I said.
He's
If
maybe
you don't
3.
have,
He's
I
not.
didn't.
He's not 2. I said he's maybe 3. He
I got
might
him
be.
at
He might.
2. You
I
heard
just
me?
got him in the 5. I
Got
know
him
where you
at
got him
2.
at. I know you got him at, but
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
just
and I know why you
overwhelmed right
said
now.
that too. I said it. That's right. I said it.
Yeah, I know
I
you
got him
got
at
him
number
at
2.
2. I know you got
I
him at 2.
said it. I
I know
said
he's
it.
at 2, but he's really no top,
Yeah.
no higher than 3 though.
I'm
You know
not.
what I
I'll
mean? I
respect the
definitely,
top 3.
and I'm saying that he's probably top 5. He's probably not top 3.
I respect the top 3. I can respect it. I got
You
him
know,
at
Barrera
2.
beat him right when they fought head up.
I don't.
Barrera should have got the nod, right? You
Listen,
really
man.
think he won that fight? Honestly, just ask me honestly. You really
He
think he
got
won?
the dub. He
I'm
got
no,
the
I'm not asking you
dub.
that because look, Pernell Whitaker didn't get the dub when he fought. He got dubbed when he fought De La Hoya, and I thought that that wasn't legit. So you mean to tell me that because they got the dub is legit?
If the
Like I'm just
body's on your
asking you
resume,
between 2 men.
if
Nah,
the
but I'm not
body
saying
is
that.
on
I'm
your
asking you
resume,
what you seen though. All
I
right.
remember that
So
fight,
that's
and I'm telling
so that,
you what I'm telling you is if the body's on your resume, that's what it is.
all right. So that's how you
Marquez
see it.
beat
I don't.
Barrera.
De La Hoya
Marquez
beat
beat
Pernell.
no.
De La Hoya beat Pernell.
No, he did not.
You can't have that
No,
argument then. You gotta dead that dumbass argument then.
but no, but
Because that's
listen.
why
But
that
when you
argument is
no
dumb.
no
That argument is
no, it's
dumb
not.
because
No,
once
it's
you see
not dumb.
something like
It's not dumb. It's not. It's not dumb because okay, look. When Oscar De La Hoya is he in the Hall of Fame yet? He's in the Hall of Fame. No, Oscar.
yeah, him and Trinidad went together.
Okay,
They got
now.
inducted together.
Okay, now. When they ran down his resume of who he beat,
Oscar.
yeah, they
Hmm.
said Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker. They didn't bring up the fact that to the majority of the boxing world, he lost that fight to Pernell Whitaker, but the body's on the resume.
And just like Pernell didn't beat Chavez. He
Chavez,
doesn't.
no,
Nah, man.
because
Your logic
on
is,
every
is it
on
has to
every
be it
on
has to
every
be
on
straight. I can't do that.
no, listen
I'm
what I'm telling you.
practical. Go ahead.
No, listen, because see the difference between that now, you talking about an outright robbery on
Nah,
the
I'm not. I'm
cover
not.
on the cover of every magazine they had
That
robbery,
was on the
literally
cover of
that word.
one. It was the cover of one magazine, Sports Illustrated, and it was a classic magazine, and it said robbed. I remember it. I
Come on,
remember it.
that that
I
that's that's
remember
that's a
that.
little different. That's a little
What you
different.
mean it's a little different, man? Well, so when the mayor of New York, after the Holyfield Lewis fight, talks about he wants an investigation after what he just seen, come on, like nah, man. Your logic has to be all around the board, man. For me, man, you can feel the way you feel. That's cool, but I don't. I'm not even running with it. I'm not even
Marquez number 2,
like if you're
and
sitting
I'm
there.
sticking with that, man.
But that wasn't my question though. My only question
What?
was between the fight. You thought that he got the better of Barrera when they fought. Because Barrera dropped him and they didn't even call it. Like that fight was
Yo,
some
listen,
bullshit.
listen, listen,
I don't know
listen. You
what the
gotta.
fuck was going on with that fight.
Did you think between Marquez and my man Lil Hagler,
Nah, Lil Hagler got his ass whooped.
but who got the dub?
Man, nobody respects that fight. Nobody, Lil Hagler, nobody even, like I remember that
It
in real
was a
time. Nobody respected that.
it
Lil
was a
Hagler
title
went on.
fight. No,
Lil
my
Hagler, yeah, and you know what happened to Lil Hagler right after that? He got knocked out by Derek Gainer. And then you know what happened to Derek Gainer after that? He got knocked out
he got
by
knocked out.
Marquez. I remember that shit. I was there. I mean, come on, man. Nobody like I see what you're saying and all, but like, nah, it had for me, it doesn't work like that. It works by I'm the real boxing guy. So when I see something real, I don't care about the judges. Judges can be bought. Judges can lie.
Hold on.
They
What you trying to say? You the real
because
boxing guy.
you're not.
What
You're
do you
the guy.
mean?
You're the guy who has to agree with the judges. You just said it.
Nah,
You're
no,
not
that's not what
watching
I
the fight.
said. Nah, that's not
You
what I
said
said.
if it's on the record, that's what it is. You said
Nah.
that's what it is. I'm not.
Listen,
No, I'm not saying you're not the boxing guy. Like you don't know boxing. No, what I'm saying is this: you're not going off of what's really happening. You're going off of what's being said.
no.
Because
This is what I'm telling you. This is what I need you to listen to me closely. All right?
I'm
I need you to listen
listening
to
as
me
close,
closely. All right?
very closely.
I got Marquez as the number 2 Mexican fighter all time. Now, you asked me, Pereira, Marquez,
When they
who
fought,
won that fight?
who you think
I
got?
need you to listen
Nah,
to me closely. I said, if the body's on the resume, if the body is on the resume, you got the dub. That's it. That's all I speaking on it, man. You see what I'm saying? Look, man. Marquez is number 2. And Barrera's my guy too. Like, look, man, I'm a
but
fan of a lot of them.
I just
The
asked you
like,
a simple. I didn't even say I put Barrera ahead of Marquez. I just asked you when they fought, who did you thought got the better of each other between two guys, between two men
listen,
when they
brother,
actually fought?
it's a thing called loyalty, man. When I'm a
Yeah,
fan of a fighter, I'm riding with him.
yeah.
Feel
I
me?
understand. I know that already, man. I'm not like that
All
though.
right.
There's no loyalty to what's because I got to get the people the real, and by doing that, I'm robbing the people. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
in real time, I'm gonna give you the real. But when I'm a fan of a fighter and some time has passed and I can,
I'm always in real time is the only time I might be in my emotions and give you my fandom. You know what I mean?
nah,
But once I sit back and look at it I had to give it to you. At the time go by, just like Trinidad didn't beat De La Hoya. That was a draw, maybe. You know what I mean? But he didn't
Trinidad
beat
beat
him.
De La Hoya. You hear what I'm
Exactly. That's
saying?
the fandom
And this
though.
is what I'm saying. What?
But I'm just being honest. In real time, though, in real time, I put money on that fight. I was ready to I argue people down. I broke it down to how Trinidad won that fight. But watching that back in real time, there's no way you're gonna tell me Trinidad won 7 rounds. There's no way. You can show me
De La
6.
Hoya,
You can
De La Hoya
absolutely
was on
show
the
me six
skates,
rounds. You
man.
can show me 6. Okay, he was on the skates after he kicked his ass for like 8 rounds. So I mean, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, he
Jab
was on the
that like
skates.
button. Uppercut that
That's
subscribe
why he
button.
lost. Like that's why he
Rehook
lost.
that share button. Follow the Parry on Instagram, Twitter, or X, or whatever you want to call it, at the Parry 101. Also on Thread, also on TikTok, the.Parry.101 on TikTok. And Marquez is the number 2 Mexican fighter of all time. You heard it here first.
Okay.
That's my story. And the Parry is fundamental to boxing. And that's that.
Mm-hmm. Well, he wouldn't answer the legit question though. You are the people are already saying that he's biased. So for the people out there, y'all know y'all get the pragmatic. That's why I'm the pragmatic.
Yo,
He's biased, both mine.
when
I'm a
yeah.
pragmatic.
When it comes to historical, when it comes to, you know what I'm
Nah,
saying,
man,
boxers that
he's
are
biased.
retired in the Hall of Fame, and I'm a fan of the guy,
Nah, man.
you damn right I'm biased.
Yeah, there you go. You got biased
Tito
Bomani
Trinidad
over
beat De
there.
La Hoya, and no, but nah, real talk. In
Yeah,
real
he
time,
won 7 rounds.
I
Yeah, he won
had
seven
I
rounds. He won
yes,
7 rounds.
I
I know.
yeah,
I know. I know. I know.
yeah,
I know. I
yeah.
know.
To me,
Yeah, I
to
know.
me,
Yeah, anybody who was
I
desperate to
should have
win,
been
anybody who
a
hated De La
judge.
Hoya, because I was like you in real time. If you hated De La Hoya and you liked Trinidad, you was seeing shit that wasn't real in that fight. You
I
was like,
was
yeah,
never a fan of
Trinidad
De La
moving.
Hoya's. That's the thing.
This you ain't hear what I just said. If you hated De La Hoya and was a fan of Trinidad like I was, you seen shit that wasn't real in that fight in real time. You was like, yeah, Trinidad really moving out the way right now. Okay, yeah, you was giving
Yo,
Trinidad every benefit of every doubt. That's the only conclusion you could come to. Yeah, I mean, I
yo,
wish my man. I just seen my man today,
all
so
right.
I
Hold
wish
on,
he
hold
was
on, hold
here.
on, hold on.
If you
There are
sit there and
three
tell me
fights.
that that's not true,
There are 3 fights that are somewhat the decision is controversial. That I swear to you, bro. I swear, like, okay, the Barrera Marquez fight. If you want to know my
Yeah, but
opinion,
if you're a fan of the fighter, though, if you're a fan of the fighter that you think won, it's different.
can you hear me?
Yeah. If
Say
you're a
something.
fan of the,
All right,
yeah,
we good.
you can hear me. If you're a fan of the fighter you think
Yeah,
won,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's a biased eye that you're looking at it with, and that's your all. It's always gonna be like that. Because when I watched the Trinidad De La Hoya fight in real time, like I just told you, I argue people down that De La Hoya lost that fight. It wasn't until later on that I watched the fight and was just being honest, like, yo, just looking at real boxing and what I'm really seeing and no bias, like, nah, Trinidad
Look,
did not win this fight.
if
His leg
if
work
if
was
if, if I'm
terrible.
being
He
honest,
got his
man,
ass whooped most of that round, most of that fight. In real time, though, yes, I thought he won. But
yo,
after that,
real
no.
talk. When I score a fight, more times than not, I have it in the same. I usually have a scorecard similar to the judges. Usually.
Yeah, them judges'
Now,
cards was
when it
all
comes
out
to
of whack.
certain fights with controversial decisions, huh?
Them judges'
What?
cards was all whack in that in the De La Hoya Trinidad fight. Did you read the judges' scorecards?
Hold on.
Two of them judges gave fucking De La Hoya the 12th round. That's how ridiculous them cards were. They were just giving Trinidad rounds to the point where they just do like, how do you give De La Hoya? Two judges gave De La Hoya the last round and he still lost the fight. And he ran the whole last round. That lets you know them cards was bogus. But you could like see,
Listen,
I'm
man.
looking at it from a whole
I
different
didn't say
perspective.
I didn't say the rounds. I'm saying as far as the score.
Like I said, in
Usually,
order
I'm
to come
somewhere
with a
in the
scorecard
ballpark of
that
the
they
judges.
came with, in order to come with a scorecard like they came with, you had to be bogus. And that's just
Listen,
is what
man.
it is,
Hold on.
man.
Listen, listen,
In
listen.
that fight,
Now,
It-
when it comes
there's
to
no way
Barrera
De La Hoya
Marquez,
lost 7 of them
when it
rounds.
when it comes to Barrera Marquez, you can read between the lines of what I'm saying. Okay, I'm riding with Marquez because that's my guy. But yes, I'm not gonna say it publicly. Now,
I can
there
feel
are
you on
three
that one.
fights. There are three fights that I can think of off the top of my head that a lot of people feel like the decision was controversial and the person who won shouldn't have won. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna name these three fights.
Mm-hmm.
Most recently, Haney
Haney
versus
Lomachenko.
Lomachenko. Right.
Haney deserved the
Um.
nod.
Um. The one
I
we
initially
we
thought
just talked
Lomachenko
about.
won.
Hold on. Hold on. The fight we just spoke about. Uh. De La Hoya, Trinidad, and the one we always go back and forth about. Floyd Mayweather, Jose Luis Castillo won the first
Yeah,
fight.
yeah,
I
Mayweather.
swear on everything that I love,
I was sick after that first one.
I scored the fight for the winners in all of those fights,
But
including the De La
every,
Hoya Trinidad fight.
in every last one of those fights, how big of a fan were you of the fighter you scored the win for, though? Like, were you a regular fan, or was those guys you was big
Okay,
fans? Like, if
okay,
they were
okay.
like, if you was
Let me go
big
through the
fans of
list.
these guys, there's
I'm going. I'm going. I'm going to rank them in regards to
you have to realize
the
I'm gonna
fighter.
look at it like that's a biased eye. You're
Okay,
scoring it with.
listen. You can look at how you want, but the judges saw it how I saw it.
Hmm.
Now, if you
Like I
asking me, out of
said,
the
look
three
at their
fighters,
scorecards though.
out of the three fighters, I was a out of the three, I was a bigger fan of Tito Trinidad out of the three. That was my guy.
Hmm. Which is how
Like
you could see him winning 7 rounds. The only way.
I had him beating De La Hoya.
Okay.
Now, after
His
that,
eye was all swollen, nose was all bloody. De
after
La
that,
Hoya didn't even look like he was in a fight, yo.
after that,
How that happened?
now I also got to speak to it in the time in which they fought the fight, right?
Why Trinidad shit was fucked up and De La Hoya's wasn't though?
When Trinidad fought De La Hoya, I was already a huge fan of Trinidad. Like he was my favorite fighter in the world. was nobody that I liked more as a fighter than Tito Trinidad when he fought Oscar De La Hoya. He was my number one guy.
He was my
When
number one
Floyd
guy at the
Mayweather
time. I broke
when
that shit
Floyd
down.
Mayweather fought um, Jose Luis Castillo, he was one of my favorite fighters.
There you go.
He became over time in the midst of his career my absolute favorite fighter in the world. But I'm still not gonna put him next. I'm gonna say who am I a bigger fan of? My favorite fighter. Now I am a big fan of Bud Crawford. He's probably my favorite fighter in the world right now.
Mike
But I am
Tyson.
such a huge Devin Haney fan. I'm a look out of the Shakur Tank. Devin Haney's my guy. I'm going to the bank with it all the way. That's my guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's numbered after Bud. Devin
He
Haney's
gonna
my
be
favorite fighter.
number 3 out of his whole out of all of the 3 kings in his
Man, come
division.
on, man. I'm about
He's
to end
number
this show
3.
right now, man. But
That's opinion though. That's why I'm allowed to have that
Devin Haney
opinion.
is my favorite fighter. After Bud, Devin Haney. And I know Bud is
Okay.
rocking with this boy Shakur. Sorry, Bud. The Dream
Ain't no
Haney.
sorry shit. If they fight, Shakur gonna win. It ain't nothing to worry about. Like, that's not
Shakur
a.
gonna win how? Moonwalking?
That's what you think, man. I mean, if that's what I like about fights like this, man. Because people forget careers. Like, it's funny how people's like. I guess you didn't watch boxing in the '90s and remember when fighters like
Who got a
Mosley
better
fought. When
resume
Mosley
right now?
fought fighters like Philip Holiday and they had complaints like that, or when fucking
Devin
um
Haney just
when
turned
Chanel fought
25, 24,
Hurtado.
25 years
Come
old,
on,
man.
man. Like I hear
Devin
what you're
Haney just
saying,
turned
but man, it,
24
it
years
shows a
old, 25 like
lack.
yesterday, 2
It
days
shows a
ago.
lack of understanding how careers play out, man. You know what I
Devin
mean?
Haney
When you
already
act
been
like that,
undisputed, and his resume is crapping all over Shakur Stevenson, who's a
I didn't
three
say it
division
ain't.
world
I'm not
champion.
talking about none of that bullshit you talking about. I'm talking about when they fight,
And
who
he's
gonna win.
younger.
I'm only
And
talking
he's
about who
stepping
gonna
up to
win they fight.
140 right now to fight the most dangerous fighter in the division.
And he's gonna
Stop
lose
it.
if he fights Shakur. So I mean, bottom line, he doesn't beat Shakur
I will
still
take that
with all
bet
that said.
any day. I will take that bet any day.
I
Bet
can dig it,
whatever
but he
on it.
doesn't beat Shakur.
Bet whatever on it. Bet whatever on it if the fight happened. But your man ducking. All right, look, don't get me started, man. You're
Nah, I
not doing
mean
this against my man, the Dream,
Shakur
man. You're not doing
disappointing.
this.
Shakur is not holding it down like he's supposed to right now, but he's
He
young.
ain't.
He got too
Who know
much
who's
North
holding it
in him.
down, though?
He got too
You know
much
who's
North
holding it
in him.
down? You know who's
Come
holding
on,
it
man.
down?
I'm not about to. You ain't about to do that now. Hold on. I'm saying
You
what
know
I'm
who's holding
saying
it
now.
down, though? The Dream,
Nah,
baby.
Jimmy
Shout
holding
out
nothing
Devin
down,
and
yo.
Bill Haney. Let's
He
go.
better get past progrades, man. He better
Listen,
not lose
listen.
the progrades,
See,
man.
damn. See, why you had
I
to
don't
mention
think
me?
he better not lose the progrades. And he
Prograde, one of
better
my
look
favorite fighters too.
spectacular.
Prograde, one of my
He
favorite
let him
fighters too. I'm gonna
he
keep it a
better
bean.
look spectacular doing it,
I'm
man.
actually mad that they fighting, man. It don't matter
He
if you look
better look
spectacular. Come with,
spectacular
get the
doing it,
dub,
man.
baby. Get the dub.
Yeah,
It don't
man. But
matter if
when
you look spectacular.
Shakur
Just get
looked
the dub.
terrible, it ain't get the this is okay.
One thing I'm gonna tell you is this: that fight
Oh
will not
shit.
be a Shakur versus De Los Santos fight.
It probably won't, because that fight was
No, ain't no
ridiculous.
probably. Ain't no probably
You know what I
won't.
mean?
Ain't no probably. It won't be that.
Man, you
You got
making
two
like Haney
exciting
be
fighters.
having all these exciting fights, man.
He
What are you
do.
talking about?
Tell me you wasn't on the edge of your seat versus Lomachenko.
Lomachenko was good.
Tell me he
Lomachenko
ain't
was
beat
good.
Earth, Wind, and Fire out of Cambosos twice. Those was good fights. Entertaining fights. Second one more entertaining than the first.
I
Yeah.
don't know about the first
Yeah.
one.
Linares. Excellent fight.
Listen, I would
Entertaining.
say this.
Jojo Diaz. Entertaining. Good fight. Come on,
Nah,
talk to me.
you exaggerating now, man.
I'm
Now you
exaggerating.
exaggerating. Yeah, you
I'm
stretching, man.
exaggerating.
It was decent, yo. It was decent. Shit was decent. It wasn't all good. It was almost decent, man. What is you talking about good?
Listen, nothing. Listen, how many duds? Listen, man, don't get me started, man. Shout out Shakur Stevenson, though. Shout out to Brick City.
Yo, Shakur Stevenson. It's Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson. That's that. That's boxing. That's the now. and that's the future. This type of shit
Has
I
Shakur
do.
Stevenson stock drop?
Absolutely.
He should have took that 10%.
Absolutely. But when you got talent, he can bring it back. Talent
Look,
can
man.
talent can bring that back.
See, look, he got to bring something back. Devin Haney already moving up to his next division, fighting for a world title on pay-per-view.
Okay, that's what's up.
And he's
That's what's
younger.
up. That's what's up. But they'll
Yeah,
fight. They will fight.
yeah.
They'll
And
fight.
I'm riding
And
with
when
the.
they
And
fight,
no, don't get me wrong,
and
I like Shakur Stevenson,
listen, they'll fight. And what
but I'm
everybody's
rolling
seeing
with
in
the dream,
Shakur, but
baby.
what everybody's seeing in Shakur, they'll see. I understand that. And
Okay,
it's
good.
easy now after this fight
Yeah, good.
to say that. But
Hold on.
you know who
Hold on
really,
one second. Hold
you
on
know
one
who the
second.
deal.
Yeah, sorry, man. I sent his little one to bed. He up bugging. It's late. Go to bed, boy. Yeah, man. I'm rolling with the dream. And that's that, man. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And I don't make no qualms about it, man. I'm
That's
not
cool. That's
biased,
fine.
but I
Nah,
am a
you're a
big
complete
fan of
bias.
Devin Haney, Buck
It's okay
Crawford.
though.
After that, it's like it's whatever. Those
I
two
can dig
fighters
it.
are my guys. That's
I
it.
can dig it. I can dig it. Like I said, when it's all said and done, he's gonna be at the bottom of that at a three.
It'll be what?
He's gonna be at the bottom of the three. That it's him, Davis, and Shakur.
How is he at the? But he's
I said
above
when it's
both of them right
all
now.
said and done, he's going to be at the bottom of that three.
Okay, now watch this though. See, and it's funny you say that. You talk about you the pragmatic. Make it make sense. You talking about the younger out of the three, who's already undisputed, moving up into his next weight class and probably gonna win another world championship. He's younger, got a better resume than probably both of them.
And
No, ain't no probably. There's
I
no probably.
remember in the '90s, right? There was all these
Here we
great
go.
guys. They
Talking
were
about the
so
'90s.
they was undefeated because when you know history, you understand that all this shit repeats itself. So it can happen. If greatness can happen, you never know how it really all is gonna play out. But to say it the way you're saying it, it's like it's so funny that the attributes that you're talking about, the younger guy and all of this. There was guys like Fernando Vargas. There was guys like David Reed. Oh man, these guys was fucking dynamite, destroying motherfuckers coming
How
out
many of them
and
was
getting
undisputed?
destroyed.
How many
And
of them was
that
undisputed at
shit didn't mean
23 years old?
oh my god. See, okay,
All
okay.
right, go ahead,
Back
go
then
ahead.
back then, that undisputed shit, nobody was even trying to be. Don't get it twisted. Nobody was even trying to do all of that shit. Nobody gave a fuck about that unifying titles. That's why they never was unified. Just so you know. When you got ranked in certain belts, you couldn't even have with each other. So all of that trying to be unified and shit, that shit wasn't even happening like that. And that's
Listen,
a
brother, we
fact.
talking
That's a
about you
fact.
saying no. You saying he's gonna be under Shakur and
I'm
Tank when
saying
it's
when
all said and done.
everything is said and
What I'm
done,
saying to you,
he's
hold
gonna
on. What
be
I'm
known.
saying, my question
He's
is,
gonna be the number three in history
my
out of the three of them.
question is, you got both these guys who are
Possibly number
older than
two.
this man. Hold on, let's listen. Both of these guys are older than Devin, right? Devin has already accomplished
And
something.
once he runs into
Hold up,
his
let me
ass whooping,
finish.
that shit
Let
is
me
out the
finish,
window though,
bro.
man. You
Let
acting
me
like his next
finish.
fight being an ass whooping doesn't throw all that shit you can say out the
Okay,
window.
who's fighting?
And
Who's
that's all
fighting
I'm
more dangerous
saying.
fighters?
So you can
Who's
add all
fighting?
that shit.
Who's
Doesn't
fighting
matter.
more
You're not
dangerous?
hearing what I'm saying. You're not hearing what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is part of my prediction. In one of his next three fights, he's gonna take a serious ass whooping. And he's gonna be the fuck out of here.
You know
Watch.
why? You know why that's even a possibility? Because he's the only one fighting anybody.
I'll give you that. He's out there taking his
So
chances. I
these
respect
dudes
that.
is out here fighting
I don't
cupcakes.
dislike.
These dudes is out
I
here
don't
fighting cab drivers.
listen. Listen, what I'm saying.
Tank
I
Davis
don't.
is the
I
face of the
don't
sport, supposedly,
listen.
and he don't
Nah,
have
man, you
nobody
got
on his
all of this.
resume.
You don't.
He
That's
ain't got
because you're not
nobody.
paying attention to how this shit plays out, man. The shit plays out where shit simmers and all that. All these motherfuckers is gonna fight. The fights are gonna happen. Like they just not jumping in the ring right away because he's fucking ready. You understand what I'm saying? Because he fucking I'm in position. Nah, these fights don't make they don't make the money that these motherfuckers really want to make off of that fight.
And let me
And
also
all that
add, Devin
and all
Haney's the
that
only one that's a
undisputed shit.
boss. Devin
And all
Haney's
that.
the
Go
only
ahead.
one out of the
And
three
you
that's a
keep just
boss.
talking. God damn, man. I'm trying to fucking say something. He's not just he is like, man, fuck that shit, man. Yeah, man, because it makes no sense, man. He's a boss. He's this, that. Man, okay, man.
He's the
God
youngest
damn.
one. He's a
That
boss.
don't mean, but you acting like that means
Devin has the
automatically
he has the
he's gonna
better
be
resume
better than
of the
all of them.
two. Hold
One
up,
or two,
listen,
one ass whooping in his next fucking fight destroys
listen,
everything you
listen,
saying,
listen.
B.
Does resume
Everything you saying.
hold on. Does resume hold any weight in regards to legacy? Yes or no?
And everybody is young in their career. What are you talking
Yes
about? You
or
don't know what's gonna
yes.
happen.
I'm asking you a question. Yes or no?
Does what?
Does
Does what?
legacy play a
Don't
does
ask me
legacy
questions
hold
that you already know the answer to that. I'm not answering that dumbass.
okay,
Yeah, it
okay.
does, man.
So
That has nothing to do with
wait.
saying.
Come on, man.
Nah, 'cause no,
Listen,
you
man.
keep talking. You keep talking, and I'm getting tired of it because you keep repeating shit and saying shit over and talking over me when I talk. Every time I go to talk, I gotta hear about he do this and he's a boss. Man, he ain't no fucking boss, man. He's just another fighter like the rest of them getting money, man. You know what I mean? He ain't Bob Arum or Don
No, he
King when
ain't.
Don King was a boss. You know what I mean? Them the bosses, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Tank Davis got to go to Leonard Ellerby. Shakur got to go to
If you
Bob
really
Arum.
believe, all right, I'm not gonna go there with that with Tank, but I don't believe that. But anyway,
Listen, man, I'm crashing out with Devin, and that's it. I ain't trying to hear
I
nothing.
feel you on that, but to go that far, man, that's ridiculous, man. Because I
What are you
mean, now
talking? No, I'm speaking
you saying
facts.
about extra shit now, man.
I'm speaking. No,
You
I'm not. I'm
speaking all
speaking
this
facts.
shit that has nothing to do with how their
With
careers are
what?
gonna play out.
No.
Everybody'
We don't
career
know how
is
they.
young.
We don't know how their career is
And
going to
what
play
I'm
out. I'm
telling you is my
asking you.
prediction. I'm telling you my prediction is his career at the end of it is going to play out number 3 or maybe number 2. It ain't going to be number
This
1
is
out of
why
them
I'm
3.
asking you. This is why I think that prediction is a little bit. I'm trying to see what you basing
And
that
I'm
on.
telling you, in the next
Hold
3
on, let me
fights, he's going to
finish.
take an
Yo,
ass
bro,
whooping,
let me
and an
finish. Let
ass
me
whooping.
finish. Can I ask my
It's
question?
already known. It's done already.
Let me ask my
I
question.
did
Cause
it though.
I'm trying. Oh, I'm trying to figure out what you basing that on. Because that's why I asked you
I said it
if
already.
legacy. No, legacy plays a part. I mean,
Your
resume plays a
legacy
part
gets
in
destroyed when you
legacy.
get your ass whooped like that.
Can
And
you
in the
let me
next
finish,
3
bro?
fights, he's going to get his ass whooped.
Hold on. But you know why that's even a possibility?
Yes, because you said the quality of the people he fights. I don't disagree with that. I agreed with that
Who
already. So why
all
are
right,
we
listen.
looping this?
Wait. Listen. You could say at least in his last 2 fights, Devin Haney. At least in his last 2 fights. You kind of like, yo, he could lose this fight. Right? When I say last 2, I mean the one that's coming up as well. Regis Prograis and Lomachenko. Right? Yo, there's a chance he may lose this fight. When the last time you had that thought about Shakur Stevenson or Tank Davis? You wanna know why? They ain't been in there with nobody that was even a threat to them, that you even felt like even belonged in the ring with them, Ryan Garcia included. Tell me I'm lying.
I don't
All
think
right then.
anybody's really a threat to
Yeah.
them in their divisions though, but each other.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's how I feel though. I'm not gonna do what I don't
We
feel. I'm
talking
not
about
going
resume.
I didn't deny who got the better resume, who got the better
Tank,
names on
and
their
if you
jacket.
asking me, Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson resumes are on par with each other. These dudes beating up on cupcakes, man. They
Yeah,
fighting tomato cans.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can't say that about Dev.
You act like before Trinidad got the De La Hoya, he had anybody worthy on his resume. outside of
We talking about
outside of
we talking
no no
about
no.
we
But what
talking
I'm
about
saying
right
is,
now.
this is what I'm trying to say though. Is how careers play out, man. You know what I mean? I know what these guys are doing. I know what they promoters are doing. Devin Haney is a special case. Don't get me wrong. He's actually doing it the way Mayweather's pops and then put Mayweather out there. But these other guys, man, Mayweather ain't even putting his own fighters out there like that, man. They know what they doing, man. It's all about the money, man.
Yo, do
These
you
guys ain't
remember?
blowing that.
Do you
It ain't like
remember
that, man.
when? Hold on. Do you remember when Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather was beefing, and Floyd Mayweather used as a threat to Tank Davis said, "I'm gonna put you in the ring with Lomachenko." He used him as a threat.
Yeah, that was a dope threat. That was a dope threat. That was a dope threat. You know what I mean?
Yo,
But that doesn't mean
Devin
I think
Haney got in there
Lomachenko is
with
gonna
him
beat him.
and beat him.
That doesn't mean Lomachenko beats Tank though, man.
I didn't say that.
Like if you like so with that, like
I
so
didn't
I
say
get
that.
it. And I thought it
But it's
was a
only one
cute.
out of the three that fought him. There's only one out of the three that fought him.
Okay.
And
But
not to
but
mention,
why? But
huh?
you asked me a question and now you keep bombarding me with all this shit. It's like, okay, but it
I just
still
think you
doesn't negate
bugging.
the fact that in the next 3 fights he's gonna get knocked the fuck out. He's
In
gonna
the
get
next
beat
three
pretty bad.
fights, Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson is gonna fight 3 more tomato cans.
I don't think that either.
If they don't
I
fight
think
each other,
I don't think that
they
either though.
fighting tomato cans.
I don't think that either. I
If
definitely see.
Teofimo Lopez,
I don't
if
see
Devin Haney, if oh man,
that. Shakur about to
that's,
get called out. Shakur about to get called out. Shakur about to get a good fight. Somebody's
hold
gonna
on
want
one
to fight
second. Hold on
Shakur.
one second,
Somebody's
D.
gonna want to
Hold
fight
on.
Shakur now that didn't want to fight him before. Shit. But you got technical difficulties or something? Now you talking that bullshit anyway, man. What was he saying? Haney this, Haney that. Now, Haney's respectable, but nah. I can't hear you, y'all. You can still hear me? Because I can't hear you.
Oh,
Yeah,
there we go. Don't try to play my man, son. Don't try to play him.
I ain't
That's
playing
what I'm
nobody,
saying.
man. I'm just saying it like it is, man.
I'm gonna remind people to jab that like button, uppercut that subscribe button, uh, lead hook that share button, and drop the comment in the comment section. Um, yeah, I guess my official pick, David Benavidez, Demetrius Andrade. I'm gonna pick. I guess the Parry's picking David Benavidez to win, but I'm still rooting for Boo Boo.
It's still room for Boo Boo.
Got to.
I'm still room for Boo Boo myself. Um, like I said, it's gonna be probably though. Look for it to be the Benavidez parents are gonna be proud that night.
I think you bugging about
I
Jose
expect
Benavidez. I
I
think you're
I
out of your
expect
mind.
I expect the parents to be in the building, and I think that the motivation, the fact that they're on the same card, is just Jose Suleiman held on to that title for a reason. This backyard politics going on here. It's just everything is right for what I'm saying, man. I just hope
Jamal
you see it.
Charlo, they're fighting at
And
a
then they're gonna
catch weight,
have a
I believe.
rematch. They're gonna
They're,
have a
they're
rematch.
fighting. Jose Benavidez Jr. and Jamal Charlo was fighting at a catch weight of, I believe, 162 or 163 or some
Which
shit.
would
They're
mean
not
that it would
fighting
be
at
a
160.
non-title belt.
Right. So, and if he do lose, it'd be the first time I think two brothers catch a
But
L and hold on to
if
their
he
titles. That's
loses, what
crazy.
happens is this. If he loses, then what happens is the rematch is mandated by the WBC, then the rematch gets mandated.
Yo, you listen. All right, this is what I was gonna say before we get up out of here. I'm gonna say this: if we lose, no, excuse me, if Jamal Charlo loses, I'm going to change your name on screen here, and I'm gonna put the Mecca of boxing, Shea Black. That's the bet. But if it don't, but if he gets knocked out, like I said,
Rasul Allah of boxing.
no, listen.
Rasul Allah. I'm the Rasul. You could just say Rasul. Yeah, I mean.
Yo,
I'm the
listen, no,
Rasul.
we no, we gonna put this on the air. This is the
Uh-huh.
bet. This is the bet. Cause I'm
Yeah.
picking Charlo by knockout. You picking Jose Benavidez by split decision.
Yes,
If
sir.
Jose Benavidez win, on
Hmm.
your on right there where it says the pragmatic Che Black, we're gonna change
Hmm.
that for like at least a couple shows.
Yeah.
It's gonna say the Mecca of boxing, Che Black
Uh-huh.
Rasulillahi. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Now,
sir.
and if Jose Benavidez get knocked out like I predict,
Hmm.
we're gonna put the pragmatic Che Black in quotations, the Roger Mayweather quote, don't know shit about boxing.
Wait,
Bet?
all right, look. Don't I do it, but look, there's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta understand the reason why I said what I said about
No,
the
I know I
Rasul Allah
understand why you said
boxing.
what you
I'm
said.
saying
I'm
it because
saying is,
it's
but
a
it still
far.
gotta happen.
What I'm saying is far out. This is not likely to happen, but I'm saying it. And when it happens,
Is it
no,
a
but
bet?
listen.
Do we have a bet?
Yes, I said I'm gonna. I said yes. I agree. I,
Okay,
I
cool.
I agree. But what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is way more like the balance of what I'm saying. Like the likelihood of what I'm saying is so far away from what anything or like any logic would say.
You
There's
eating them
no
OE crab legs.
but I just have a feeling that, and don't get me wrong,
So it's your emotions
it could
speaking
be
for
a
you.
fight. It could be a fight that Jamal actually out should outpoint him and loses. I'm trying to
Jamal
tell
is
you.
going to put this boy in a body bag. That's
I
my
don't think so,
prediction.
man. Where's the fight? Fight's tonight? I mean, Saturday night, right?
It's set on the
This
25th.
Saturday,
Yes, sir.
Thanksgiving
Taking the
weekend,
night off. I'm copping that pay-per-view. It's on.
Thanksgiving
We
weekend.
should do. We should probably do a live fight party like we did for the whole Canelo Charlo fight. We should
Yeah, we
probably do
should.
that.
We should go live, do a live fight party, man.
All
Damn, I
right,
wish
you
I
heard it
was.
here first. We're gonna be doing a live fight party.
Yeah, yeah.
Benavidez versus Charlo
Yes,
live like
sir.
we did Canelo versus Charlo.
Yes, sir.
That was
Yes,
fun.
sir.
You
Yeah,
know what
that
I'm saying?
was
Yeah.
live.
So we're gonna be doing it again. Look.
Yeah.
So the bet is, and we're gonna change it that night before we log off. We're gonna change the name of the Che Black's picture over there. It's either gonna say Che Black, the Mecca of boxing, Rasulillahi,
Mm-hmm.
or it's
Word.
gonna say
Word.
Che Black, quote unquote, don't know shit about boxing, and
Nah,
that's the bet.
that's outrageous to say don't know shit though, but
I'm
I
just
go
saying,
with
no,
it though. Nah, I'm gonna go with
it's
it
a
because
famous quote.
I
It's a
know,
famous quote from
I know
Roger.
we gonna put in quotations just so we know that it's coming from Roger, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Or
man.
we could put
But
don't know shit about boxing, Che Black. Like that's like your name. You know what I'm
nah, it ain't like my motherfucking name.
saying?
Well, I'm gonna let that go on there though. I'm gonna let it go on if it happens.
Look, man,
But
only for like, all
but
right, let's say it's
but you gotta
like
understand the
win or
magnitude. You
lose,
gotta
you get the name
understand this.
changed.
The magnitude of what I'm saying is still it's still like what I'm saying though, you gotta like when I say when it comes true, that's way bigger. You understand? Like just watch. Watch what I'm saying. I know the sport and I know the season. One thing I always know is the season. And this is the season for some bullshit. And them Texas boys is gonna be one of those where it's like, yo, that's gonna be the talk. Like what happened, like what's going on with them? All three of them, one by one, watching each other lose, acting like they're not gonna be next, swearing up and down they're not gonna be next. I'm trying to tell you, man.
But we virtually shook on it. It's a bet. And on that note, let's prepare to get up out of here. Once again, I'm asking the family to jab that like button, uppercut that subscribe button. Go ahead and lead hook that share button and drop the comment in the comment section. Any parting words, brother?
Nah, same fight, different round. We'll be back. Check out some of the you know what? Yeah, I do got some part words. I'm bugging, I'm tripping.
Go ahead.
Check out the legendary profiles from the
From
Parry.
the Parry.
Also check out the next installment of the 10 greatest heavyweights of all time, and also another installment of the 5 greatest rematches. So look out for both of those soon.
Yep, got another one of
All three of those soon.
Yep, we got another legends from legendary profiles from the Parry popping up real soon. Like you said, another the second part to the top 10 greatest heavyweights of all time, and the rematches video, man. So we dropping nothing but fire content for the people. And this has been another episode of the Parry, where we don't pull, duck no punches, and the Parry is fundamental to boxing. I'm Bomani UFG.
And I am Pragmatic Che Black.
And you know what it is. We'll see y'all again on Friday, most likely. But if not, definitely on Saturday for that Benavidez versus Andrade fight. To all the people who tune in with us, man, just want to thank you. It's enough love, you know what I'm saying, to y'all, man. Once again, follow us on Instagram, Twitter at the Parry101, TikTok at the.parry.101. You can find us on Thread and all your social media platforms. If you want to join our personal Facebook group, just search the Parry in your search box, man. We should pop up. It's a private group. We'll let you in once you answer the questions. And on that note, we up out of here. Peace.
Oh, shit, you got that shit down pat.
Actually, now we're going to show you how to catch the jab. Actually, in boxing, it's called parrying.